everybody. This is Tim. Welcome back to another episode of the Boone County Beekeeper. Now, today it is Saturday. I'd say it's about 11 o'clock in the day. It is March the 29th. Got 2 more days, guys, and we start into April. And April's a busy time, as we know. It's an exciting time. I love April. You never know what's going to happen. But finally got a break in the weather. Little bit of sun, not much. It's kind of cloudy here today. But it's about, I think it was like 72 degrees when I pulled in out here. It's going to be about 82, 83 today, guys. It was in the 80s yesterday. Wonderful, wonderful weather. It is now. We've had a hodgepodge this week. Cool, hot, cool, hot. That's just typical springtime. I think we've come through the redbud storm okay. Next one, like I said, will be dogwood. That'll be coming up here pretty soon. Now, today, what we want to do. Well, if you remember on our last video, if you can see right here behind me, we combined those 2 colonies, the queenless hive with the one that needed some bees. So I may check on them today. I'm not 100% sure that I will. Probably will peep in there at them. Don't know that I'll film it, but my main focus today is down there on the end. I've got the 2 wooden colonies down there. You know, old Glory, man, she was 2 weeks ago. Absolutely, she was laying it up. And we reversed those boxes. And hopefully she's tearing the bone out up there on the top on them deep frames, I'm hoping. So we'll see. Now, the other one, the one in the yellow down there, it's not doing great, or it wasn't. Still a little light on bees, and she laid just a little bit, but not a lot. She was just getting started, and she didn't have a lot of bee power. They are flying pretty good. I did notice that. So today what I want to do is I want to get in here and I want to check them out. And if I have to, I need to do a little bit of equalizing. That's what we want to do. If we can get some brood out of Old Glory and get a few more frames of brood over into that yellow hive if they need it, we'll do that and see what happens. Now, before I start, I'm going to say this. Guys, I appreciate your comments. I do. And listen, I want you to keep on commenting. I do. I want to explain my situation here. I know some of you may get a little flustered with me at times, not being quick and all that to respond to things. But listen, this yellow hive down here, it was light, and I know that. And I had a comment, you know, that hive was in trouble and I need to intervene. And I agree, and I appreciate the comment. Nothing towards you. I'm just saying this. Keep doing that. Keep letting me know what you guys see, because a lot of times you see things that I don't see. Now, not to defend myself, but I'm going to try to a little bit, is, guys, I got a job. I work 50 plus hours a week, and my job, I work for a coal company, and my job is pretty much taking care of the trucks coming in and the trains that's going out. I do all the scheduling for the trains, try to get the train there to load, and try to get a crew in there to load it. And I'm going to tell you, sometimes that can be a nightmare. So, yeah, I work 50 plus hours a week, but I'm going to be honest, I've never have a day off, really. On the weekends, you know, a lot of times we'll load a train, and I got to work everything around that to get a crew in there to load, and it gets aggravating, I'm not going to lie, but it's my job, and I'm glad to have a job, or I wouldn't be able to eat or do things like this. So I'm very appreciative. I'm not saying anything bad about my job. At times, me and my dad may go somewhere. I'll take a day off, and that phone rings off the hook. Well, how to do this, what I need to do on this, what you want me to do here. And my dad, he's made a comment many times. He said, man, I'm telling you, he said, you never really have a day off, do you? And I don't. And so, yeah, this is a hobby, and I know that I need to be Johnny on the spot and quick to respond, but sometimes I just can't. With my job, and I've got a wife. I've had her for 30, almost 39 years. Got a home, a daughter, a grandbaby, chores to do at the house, and trust me, I'm way behind on them. If you don't believe me, you can ask my wife; she'll tell you. But life's tough, and but I rely on you guys to respond. And let me know if you see something that I've missed or whatever. And as soon as I can do it, I'll get in there. I wanted to do this last week, but here we go again. I get one day off, and then the weather's all messed up. That's usually my luck. The weather has been crazy. So I do what I can when I can. But like I say, I appreciate your comments, and I want you to keep them coming because it helps me a lot. You don't know how it helps me. I knew that colony was light. I didn't really know that I was in that much trouble, but it does need some attention, and I do agree. And we're going to try to give it some attention today. I hope it's not too late. I do see traffic down there, so I do believe we still got some bees in there. So we'll see what we can do. Now, that being said, real quick, let me say this. Autumn olive's not far away. If you can see behind me here, I don't know if you can see little green leaves on these bushes. That is the autumn olive trees. And I've got them all around here, man. This whole place is covered, it's surrounded by autumn olives. The leaves has come on, I'm going to say 2 weeks, roughly 3, before they start blooming out. That is if they bloom. You know, weather dictates that a lot of times. Sometimes we have some late freezes that'll kill it, and we don't get anything off of it. But hopefully it'll be a good year. When I get over here to Old Glory, I'm going to go ahead and put a honey super on there. And I know what's going to get a comment on that. Oh, you need to wait. You shouldn't have done that. You know, you should have waited until you start seeing the blooms getting ready to pop up. Well, guys, I can't do that. So I don't really worry about trying to get a specific type, you know, of honey. The only thing I really do worry with is my basswood. I try to separate it out from my tulip poplar. Other than that, we'll call this early spring honey. And I'm not going to smack these bees' hands if they want to put a little extra nectar in there for me from something else. I'm not going to get on my bees for that. So, yeah, I know it's a little early. We'll do what we got to do. So that's going to do a couple things. That's going to give them a place to store some nectar, and also it's going to maybe give her a little more space and see what she can do. So we'll get in here and see what we got. So you just stick around, and we'll start down there on the very end and see where that yellow colony, what it's doing and where it's at. And we may have to pull a few frames of brood out of Old Glory and put in there. So if that's what we need to do, that's what we'll do. So hang tight, and here we go. All right, guys, here we are. We're back. Let's see what we got here. We get everything ready. See where we're at. Probably take these ratchet straps off today. Get that insulation off. See what we got. Now, these girls, like I said, now they was light, and we'll go through them real good and see what we're going to have to do, and then we'll go through Old Glory over here as well and see where we're at with her. And we may have to give these girls a little help. But let's see if she's doing anything. So, all right, so we got bees up there. That's good. I'm going to go ahead and pop this out. Get this insulation out of there. There we go. All right, so throw this over to the side, and we'll see what we can do, guys. These girls, I like to see them build up a little bit. See what we got. There's a roach. He's gone. So we'll see where we're at. A little bit cloudy. Yeah, we're in pretty good shape here on bees. See what we got. Looking pretty good. See bees looking up at me. Let's see, looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 5 or 6 frames of bees. We'll start over on this end. Remember now, I reversed this box and put that deep up on top. So we'll see where we're at here. They still got plenty of work to do, looks like. Set a couple of these out. We may have to give them a little bit of help. That's a food frame right there. Looks like they are bringing in a little more nectar. That's good. So we'll see what we got. All right, we got one more frame and we're gonna start getting into some bees. There's another food frame. All right, so let's see what we got here, guys. Start seeing some bees here. It's getting to be an exciting time of the year. It really is. Now, right here, man, we got all kind of nectar. I don't know what you can see. We've got all kind of nectar in here. They're really bringing it in. That's a good thing. I see a little bit of pollen. Glancing, I don't see the queen. This side, wet nectar. So we definitely got something coming in. See a little pollen there as well. We got something coming in, guys. I'm gonna put that just this way right here. All right. Hopefully we'll get into some eggs here after a while. We'll see. So right here. All right. A little bit of brood right here. See? I see larvae down in there. Let me see, guys. I see. Boy, I ain't got no sun, that's for sure. I do see some larvae. Looks like some eggs. I do see some eggs. That's good. Looks like she's doing maybe a little better. Here's a little bit of brood. There's all kind of larvae. Kind of spotty, looks like. I do, in fact, see a few eggs. So, yeah, oh, and right there, I do see a queen right here. She's not marked. See what we might do. If I can get her in the right location, we just may go ahead and put a little dot on her. We'll see. Right there she is. If I can get that to go down, let's see where she's at. Yeah, I see her there. Let her come back up. Alright, so there she is. We got her. Let's go ahead and get a little mark on that old girl. Hey, she's a last year's queen. And I'll put a green dot on her if I got that pen here. Hang on. This might be a lengthy video, but we got to do what we got to do. I like to keep my queens marked if I can. So let me dot that a little bit. Okay. Let me see if we can get her up there. See if we can get her up there, guys. She's a pretty little thing. She's not huge. She's definitely not a huge queen. Need to scoot over just a little bit, honey. So I like these queen catchers here, but there we go. There you go, young lady. You are marked. I'm gonna lay her right there. We'll go through the rest of it and let her be drying. That's good. So see a little bit of eggs there. See some larvae. That's a good thing. We got a marked queen now. That's a good thing. We'll kind of keep an eye on her and see how she does. All right, so here's look here, guys. Here's some brood right here. I see some larvae. I see eggs. I see all kind of larvae. So I think that we're going to be okay. She's a little spotty on that side. There's a little bit right there. So they're growing. We still may give them another frame here today, just try to get their numbers up. But that's a good thing. All right. So yeah, she's been busy. All right, so here we go. Here's a little bit of brood, and there's a little drone brood up toward the top. That's what I was wanting to see. We had any today, and there I see larvae all down in here. Looks like eggs. I see some eggs down in there. She's not tearing the bone out, but she is laying a lot better than she was. So I think these girls are going to be okay. She's a little spotty, but if we need to do something a little later, we will. Right now, I'm well pleased. She's a lot better than what she was. And I see larvae, man, she got larvae everywhere. So these girls was going to grow. We'll give them maybe a frame today, depending on how Old Glory looks. So there's that. Now, here's just an empty frame, man. These bees are bringing in pollen and nectar. Like that frame there is full of pollen and nectar. So definitely something trickling in right now. Definitely. So that's a good thing. So let's get these back over. We know where she's at. She's safe. See a little drone brood there. So not going to be long, guys. I'm telling you. I like to see them drones get in here and get started. And we'll think about doing a little splitting here later. We need to build back up, don't we? All right, so there's that. Now, over here, I'll tell you what we're going to do is this. There's an empty foundation. I'm going to put it right here. And here's an empty foundation. I'm going to put two together. Maybe they'll work on that a little bit. I'm going to put this one to the inside. Let's go ahead. Let this old girl go here. See if we can get her to go down. Hang on. Here she comes. There she goes. She just went down in. So we do have a marked queen, so that's good. 3 big colonies, 3 marked queens. That's sad, ain't it? 3 colonies. I'm going to glance in this bottom one just for a minute. So hang on. Let's see, that's a pretty heavy box right there. Pretty good bit of bee coverage down here. Hopefully you can see that. We'll see. Let's pull a couple frames here and see what we got. She's in that top box for sure. So we'll just pull a couple here and see what we got. Get this out and give us a little room. Honey. Alright, so let's get on over here. Get on over here. I think it's about all we got, honey. So it's alright. Yeah, no, here. Brood, got a little brood right there. See that? Can you see that brood? Most of it's hatched out. Same over here. I think that may have been what we saw a couple weeks ago. See, don't really see no larvae or anything in there. Alright, so we'll pull one more. And we'll jump over and see what Old Glory, what she's doing. Well, that's good. It looked a little better than I thought it was going to. That's that brood that she had. It's emerged out for the most part. I see one eating its way through her right now, so that's good. Alright. Alright, so that's about where we're at, guys. We'll button them back up. What we'll do, we may, or that roach, got him. Hate them things. So what we may do, we may go ahead and see how Old Glory looks. We may go ahead and bring this one over. We'll see. Time will tell. Alright, so for the most part, I think these girls are going to be fine. They're just a little slower. They should be in good shape by tulip poplar time. That's all we can really ask for. Tulip poplar time. So right there's that. Looks good. Alright, so let's get our cover back on. Keep my hat on my head. This is a new jacket and or a new suit. And for whatever reason, this veil is a little different than the one I had. So don't seem like it's as big. Either that or my head's getting bigger. Alright, so there's that one. So Pretty good there. Let's go down and see what Old Glory's doing. Hang tight. All right, guys, here we are. Let's get in here and see what Old Glory's doing. And these girls pretty strong. At least they was. Been a couple weeks. I'm imagining she's laying a pretty good bit of brood. Okay, we're going to try to give these girls a super if they're ready. Time will tell. We're going to take that strap off as well. I still have these two blocked up on the back. I'm going to undo that today. All right, there's our lid. All right, let me go ahead and move this down. Now, we'll set that bees right there. Yeah, them girls pretty stout. Have been some really good bees. They're going to get a surprise here and not too long off. And I'm not going to tell you just yet what it is, but make you wait and see. But they're going to be surprised, I believe. Let's get them down. Remember, we marked that queen in here. So we'll see what we got. Remember, we reversed this box as well. Had a lot of brood in that bottom. Pollen frame, guys. Boy, there's a lot of pollen coming in. Seen on the news this morning, pollen alert today. That's why everybody's sick, can't breathe. All right, so whole lot of nothing in that one right there. That's okay. Now we're getting into the bees. Pretty good bit in here. So right here, been drawing that out. Don't really see anything. All right, so let's do this. Still a lot in that bottom, man. A lot of bees in this box. These are some good bees. We definitely got to get us a split off of here. And they're not too bad. They're not bad at all. Okay, so here, pollen, man. Pollen everywhere, all down in here. I see larvae, and right there I see my queen. Let me see if you can see her. She's a pink dot queen. If you can see her crawling around on that frame, I don't know. But there she is. So over here, a whole lot of nothing. So let's get her back in. Get her back in taken care of. So we know where she's at. I hear that old dog coughing up there. Oh, Lordy, look here. Good frame of brood right there. Look here. Good frame of brood and bees, both sides. Tell you what we're going to do, guys. Why not? I'm going to go ahead, put this cover back on for a minute. We know where our queen's at. Let's go on over here and I'm going to hang tight. I'm going to put this in this one over here. Hang tight, guys. That's a good thing. We'll pull that out. That'll give him a little boost. There went bees everywhere on my shoe. So let's get out here and see if we can pull this out. We'll have to set you down, girls, just for a minute. See what we can do here. That's a honey frame right there. So we're going to slide this one right down in. That should help them out a little bit. All right, so there we go. There we go. Guys, I'm going to be right back. I don't know if you can see me or not. Hang on. All right. So there's that now. All right, guys, I'm back. So we know we're okay. We give them girls a frame of brood. I'll give these girls a frame of food and some empty space there. Let's see what we got here, guys. I'm back. Sorry about that. Them bees is attacking that camera. I'm sorry. They, for some reason, they do not like that camera. All right, so here, empty frame, really. Nothing. I see some pollen and nectar. They're still building this one out. Okay. That should help that old yellow colony down there a little bit. Here we go. Empty, empty. So she got all kind of space. See what we got here. She may be, I see some drone brood down there. She's laying in the bottom, I believe, a little bit on because nectar and pollen. Okay, go over a couple more. See what we got here, guys. Hang on. Looking good. Empty. I think she's still doing her thing down in the bottom, guys. That other one's empty, so lucky that she was up here, really. Pretty lucky. So I see a lot of drone brood down there. We'll check it out. So here's the frame she was on. Let's be real gentle with that. Put these other ones back in. Somebody here, so hang tight, guys. Somebody here, I may have to talk. Be right back. All right, guys, I'm back. I'm sorry about that. I looked up and had a guy walking up through here. He's actually, he drove by here and saw me, and he's wanting to buy some honey. Told him I would definitely have some here pretty soon. Now, here's this drone brood, which is a good sign. And look, listen, I don't see not the first mite in any of it, so that's a good sign. That's what we want to see. No mites. So here we go. Let's get them down in there a little bit. We don't want no mites for sure. I tell you, these old girls, they're stout. I'm not going to really, I see drone brood down in there everywhere. I'm not really going to fool with them that much. But I am going to do this just for the heck of it. I'm going to pop them up and smoke this here. See if we can see, make sure we don't have no swarm cells. And I see an empty cup right there. Don't really see anything. See a little bit of space. All right, we're good. All right. They look good, guys. That box has got a lot in it. For sure. Get off our girls. We'll put these girls back together. We'll see what we can do now. Listen. Not every day a guy walks up wanting to buy honey when you're working your bees, is it? He said he drives by here a lot and sees me over here. That's a good thing. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you what we're going to do. Like I said, I'll probably get some comments. So I'm going to go ahead and put a honey super on. Let them do their thing. See what we can do. Yeah, drone brood looks good. It's not going to be long, guys. It's going to be time. So they may actually store a little bit up in here. We'll see. If not, we'll definitely be ready for when the autumn olive comes. So that'll give them a little more space. All right, so that's all we're going to do. All right, so there's that. Saw the queen, both hives. And we give a frame of brood and bees over to the yellow one. That's what we need to do. And guys, we should be in good shape. We'll go over and check that combine that we did there, see how they look. So there's that. I'm gonna get this squared away just a little bit. I'll tell you what else we're gonna do today. We'll hang me some swarm traps, guys. It's time to hang us a few swarm traps. All right, so let me go and put this other brick on these girls. Hang on. All right, so there's that. Two down. I'm going to change the entrance reducer as well. I brought one with me, so we'll see. Now, let's get you where you can see here. Hang on. All right, guys, we're back. I don't know if you can see me, but it don't really matter. You're not here to see me anyway. So, remember, we come up here Tuesday of a week and a half. We've combined these girls. Come up and put a newspaper in between them. Put the Hive IQ on top of here. And what I did is come up last Saturday, weather was bad, but I went ahead and shook everybody down into the box, this bottom box. Now, she wasn't doing a whole lot, about like that other one over there. We'll see what they're doing. And if they're not doing any better, then maybe next week what we'll do is we'll give them a frame of brood. So there's that. I got a rock on that. These girls here, they're, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5.5. See a few over here, but I'm gonna say 5.5 frames of bees. So they got some growing to do. And I'm not gonna worry about these girls right now on making honey or anything. We'll try to get them built up before the tulip popper. See what we can do. So that's about where we're at. That guy's over there right now talking to my dad. So honey frame. I think this has got a marked queen in it as well from last year. There's a green dot. All right, so fresh nectar, honey. That's what I see over here. We'll have to give these a boost as well, but I'll do it one day this week. I see some brood on the next frame, so there we go. There's a empty frame, a little bit of nectar. She got some space. Wasn't really planning on getting in here today, but the other ones went so quick. Might as well check her out. So there's some brood. And oh man, I see larvae everywhere. So that's helped her. I see eggs, I see larvae. They're gonna start growing, guys. So yeah, I think we done the right thing. Over here, a little patch of brood right there. I see wet larvae down in there. I see some eggs. I see nectar. So yeah, we're good. So yeah, we'll just let them go for a week and then see what we do. There's a little patch of brood there. Over here, I see some larvae. Oh, I see larvae and eggs everywhere. So next time all this should be brood. I see all this in here. She's backfilled all this patch right here with larvae. So she's dealing still in there. Some larvae there everywhere, brood. Yeah, these girls, they're getting ready to take off too. So she may just be a little later. And she needed some bee power. I think we did the right thing, guys. And empty frame here. Empty here. Pollen and nectar. So that's about it. Now I don't see the queen, didn't see her, but she's definitely there. I've seen all them eggs and larvae. So that goes to show you guys, you don't have to see the queen every time. You don't. Let me see what we got over here. These are all pretty much empty frames. So, all right, so about 5 frames of bees, 5.5. Plenty of larvae, plenty of eggs, plenty of brood. So I'm just gonna let them do their thing. I think we're fine. So we'll kind of go from there. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Well, don't take long to check your colonies when you only got 3. That's for sure. So that's where we're at. We'll just let them go. It might be a couple weeks before I get in these girls, but they're gonna continue to grow, no doubt about it. So these girls should be fine before tulip popper time. We'll run it as a single for now. All right, let's get up here and talk a minute. All right, guys. So that's about it. That's all I wanted to do today, and we kind of got lucky there, finding that queen as quick as we did in Old Glory. And I took a deep frame of brood and bees and put over in the yellow colony. Old yellow colony there, they're building up. Seen plenty of brood and eggs and larvae in there, so she's starting to do her thing. I think they're going to be fine. That frame of brood will really help them. This one right here, we know they're doing good. A lot more bees in it now, and looks like she's laid pretty good. They've got a lot of eggs and larvae in there, so we'll give them a couple weeks. We'll get back in there and see what kind of pattern she's got. And them girls should be fine before the tulip poplar time. Now, I'm not going to be able to split them or anything like that, but we'll definitely try to make some honey off of them. So that's good. So, hey, I'm pleased. I'm pleased with what we found. Seeing some drone brood, that tells me ain't going to be long, guys. I looked at all that drone brood in between the frames. No mites whatsoever. Not one mite did I see. So that's a good thing. And I seen some drone brood on the yellow one down there. Didn't see any mites in it as well. So that's another good thing. So I think we're on the road to recovery here, guys. I do. Now, it's not every day you're doing a hive inspection and you look up and the guy's standing there watching you, wanting to know if you want to sell him some honey. So I will have some honey here hopefully later, and that's what I told him a month or two. And I got him hooked up with my dad right here, so he knows my dad, and he said he would get up with him when I have some. So we'll see what happens. He wants a quart. He wants to buy them by the quart. I've never sold them by the quart, but that's what we'll do. So see what happens, guys. So that's about it. That's all I want to do today. I'm going to go right now and I'm going to hang me some swarm traps. I got about 3 in the truck. I hung one yesterday at my work. Took another one with me, and it actually, where I was going to put it, where I caught one last year, they've been doing some work there and actually pushed my tree down with the bulldozer. So I'm going to have to move on down the hill or something. I seen another tree down in there, so it's a good spot. I've caught a lot of swarms in that area right there. So I'm definitely going to get one up there. So I had to go get me some long nails this week and take my ladder, and we'll do our thing. So I'm going to hang these in a couple spots that I usually have good luck with. And I'm going to hang one in a spot that I caught one really big swarm there a couple years ago, and I've not seen any bees there since. But I'm going to go ahead and try it again. I've got plenty of traps. Don't see no activity in a few weeks. We'll pull it out and move it somewhere else. Guys, that's about it. That's all I really wanted to do today. Wanted to give him a boost and make sure everybody's okay. Even pop that old glory up and check for a swarm cell on the bottom. Didn't see anything. Seems that one cup there was just it could have been old. I'm not sure, but nothing in it. A lot of drone brood in between the boxes. So we'll probably go another week or so, then we'll probably reverse them back. We'll go ahead and get the deep back on the bottom. We'll give them at least one more week, and we'll get them to see what they look like. So, guys, that's about it for this one. I'd like to say, if you don't care, hit that like and hit the subscribe. You know, that really helps me out. And I appreciate you guys. I do. I appreciate your comments, like I told you earlier. Just keep them coming, good or bad. It don't matter. I've got big shoulders, but you may see something that I don't see. So just if you see something or I'm doing something wrong, if I need to do something pretty quick, let me know. That'll help me a lot. So I appreciate it. You know, time is crunch, like I said there at the beginning. So God bless you. God bless your family. God bless your bees. I hope you and your family's well. I hope you and your bees are well, guys. Get out there, check them. Getting ready to get into swarm season here, so you better keep an eye on them. It's getting to be a fun time right now. I love April and I love May, because I love to see them start bringing that stuff in, man. There's a lot of nectar coming in right now. I see a lot of fresh nectar in there. Like I said, somebody will probably say, oh, you should have waited before you put that honey super on, but I'm not worried about getting just strictly straight autumn honey. I'll just, when I sell it, I'll tell everybody it's early spring honey. That's basically what it is. So, hey, I'm not going to get on to a bee about bringing me some nectar in. That's what I'm here for. So, guys, I love each and every one of you. Take care of yourself, and we'll be back here in about a week or so, if good Lord's willing. And get out there and check your bees. So, until next time, this is Tim, Boone County Beekeeper. Thanks for stopping by.